Madness around Jay-Z, black systemic corruption. Madness around J to the T. What's up, family? What's the deal, man? What's the deal? Yes, Dreamwise here for another one. Yes, we had to talk about it. This thing has been coming into the fold as of lately. So why not dive deep into the the agenda of the day? You feel me? Because that's all it usually be is just some kind of, and a lot of times spirit comes in and has a play in these things. You feel me? And moves specific message into the lexicon of the matrix. So hey, yeah, this is one of those. Y'all know, y'all just gotta watch and observe how dream works. So Jay Z is definitely getting railroaded, and he is being used as a pawn for spiritual energy. Spiritual energy. Spiritual energy. I'm gonna explain a lot of that in a minute. And we have to understand that this is not checkers they're playing. This is fifth dimensional spiritual chess. Fifth dimensional spiritual chess. And fifth dimensional spiritual chess is played from a different algorithm. It's played from a whole different level of genius and sophistication. It's played in a way that the commoner or the automatons will never be able to understand. And, we got to be able to understand as spiritual beings that every message is not for everybody. So, a lot of people probably not understand what I'm about to say right now, but it gets deep and strange when we're talking about the truth is stranger than fiction. So I just want the family to understand this is not for everybody. This is for the ones that know. This is for the ones that have the eye, the first eye, the keen eye. Even some of y'all that call yourself spiritual. This is not going to be for you, baby. Because listen, the world or how things look or appear is coded for the ones that know, for the ones that have that uh, um, first eye open, essentially. You feel me? So I'm gonna dive deep into the fold on how strange this whole thing gets. And if y'all didn't see this Netflix series, The Madness, you can't escape the madness on Netflix. Very powerful show. It doesn't matter if you didn't see it. I'm gonna just break down some of it and still go watch it. It's still good, but it's not gonna be something where I'm spoiling the whole thing. So this was interesting. Meek Mill came out and jumped right out on it and said, the goal is to start false narratives to create a matrix web. If you can control the storyline, you can control the matrix. American media is totally unbelievable. I see Jay-Z knocking a 13-year-old girl 300 times scrolling. It's called programming. And you got to understand the smear campaign or the social media bots are at play as well. So Twitter, Instagram, whatever, right? They have designated bots that will put out messages that they'll keep showing in the algorithm. So you'll be able to let that idea or energy impregnate your subconscious mind. And it's not about, see, it doesn't matter about the surface level of him, the R word, a 13-year-old, right? It's more so about the vibration, the frequency, the energy. So as you believe that negative connotation over and over and over again, it's about more so pushing a certain energy into his archetypical symbol, which is him as Jay-Z, as a negative, low vibrational connotation. So they're not attacking. Yeah, they're attacking his character and his manhood and all of that stuff and his moralism as a man, but they're more so attacking his image and his archetypical energy to kill off a certain frequency that's about to come into the fold during these specific times from 2025 and beyond, and really 2026. But Jay-Z turning 55 just last week, it ain't no coincidence that this thing just turned the fuck off, right? And I'm gonna explain that in a minute. So something good that was said in the show The Madness was, he said, "My father died trying to beat the system from the outside. I'm trying to beat the system from the inside." Chaos in the Blood, baby. A very good show. Y'all go see it if y'all didn't see it. So essentially the show was, and I'll dive deeper a little bit later into the show. Essentially the show was this black guy getting railroaded by white supremacy and stuff. They got white supremacy in the thing and everything, you feel me? And I'll tell y'all a little bit about more of it as we go along in this build. But understand that his dad transitioned by being a specific political activist, Black Panther type of movement. White, what did they say? Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fight from the outside. What he was trying to do, right, is in his character was trying to fight the good fight, if you will, from the inside, right? Now, to all my occultists and to all my Bobby Hemites, I'm just giving you an observation of what's going on. You feel me? Stay with me. Don't fall into fuck the world type of energy. I know how y'all niggas want to do. Hey, niggas love, man, fuck that fuck the world. You trying to say the world is shit. I'm an observer of the world. So I'm explaining what's happening in the billionaire and millionaire games based off of boredom, essentially. Based off of boredom and based off of them feeling like they might be, have a different purpose or calling to do. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, after you get a large lump sum of money, why not run it up? You feel me? Play this thing beautifully. What? You can turn the fuck up. If you really about it, just say, fuck it. I'm bored. Let's go for it. So JT turned 55 December 4th, 1969. That was just last week. 55. And we know that 55 is a master number. Now, understanding this master number, 55, is understanding what's absolutely trying to get killed off. See, the minute Jay-Z turned 55, it was an attack on this nigga's image immediately, based off of him being in a certain frequency with that 55 number. That 55 number, right, boils down to 10. 10 is what? Zeros and ones. It's creation, or the one. Neo, the one. So now, if you know that his specific number, and he's on top of the world, and he's moving a certain type of energy into the lexicon of a certain type of people, then obviously the fix is in, baby, because if you want to keep a certain people down, you don't need no Messiah figure coming along and making plays that will blow this whole thing up. Now look, this is not no conscious thing. I'm talking from a whole subconscious level. This ain't about no goddamn somebody actually thinking this thing out. This is called spiritual alchemy, mental alchemy. And if you're able to see the subconscious mind games, then it doesn't matter how conscious they are, right? What you have to understand is the energy of how spirit moves with specific people. And these specific people could be wearing a certain type of costume or clothing that has to be worn to be able to be the spook that sat by the door. So if Jay-Z has infiltrated the system and basically is running amok on this thing, don't worry, watch. I'm gonna show y'all. Hey, y'all know how Dream get. Y'all like this thing up. Watch how Dream and strange this thing gets. If Jay-Z has entered into the system in a particular manner and way to push a certain narrative into the minds of the masses, which I'm gonna show y'all how he's doing it, then we need to be able to understand that from another level than our opinion about him. Because, you know, he made it and I didn't, or whatever the fuck, you feel me? Or he was a rapper and I didn't, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just confusion by people that has to be able to see this from a spiritual lens and not take stuff so personal. So let's get it on. So 55, right? Zeros and ones to 10, right? So it says here in numerology, which not officially considered a master number, like 11, 22, or 33, 55 is often interpreted as a powerful number with amplified qualities of change, transformation, personal freedom, and adaptability. Message: listen, fuck Jay-Z. I'm talking about the symbol. Remember, you're living in an illusion. So you have to understand that these people, celebrities, stars, are symbols to express something to people that's in the know or that can pick up on the frequency or the energy based off of thought alone. The end. Don't take it personal. just live off of the symbol and run your shit. Because at the end of the day, this is about you. So now if you understand that everybody is a mirroring effect to you, whatever you're seeing in your reality and your matrix is a mirroring effect to you, then it's important to understand what the mirror is reflecting to you. Very important to understand what the mirror is reflecting to you. Straight up and down. So it says, due to his repeating 5 energy, which is associated with significant life transitions and embracing new experiences, therefore, many numerologists view it as having a master number-like influence. 55. And again, 55 is a powerful double number known as a master number in numerology. It signifies change, freedom, and adventure. All the stuff Dream been talking about for the past few years, baby. It's here. Hey, turn up time is here. 2025 is coming. Strong and steadfast. See, look, 2025 is one thing, but 2026, nigga, that shit is going to be chaos like a motherfucker. And we got to understand, we want to see change, chaos, evil, if you will. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. That's how this thing works. Because essentially, in order for you to change something, you're going to have to fuck some shit up. Something's going to have to break. Something's going to have to be moved around, right? So remember, chaos is just the potential energy you have inside of you. And in order to push into kinetic energy, you're going to have to push something around. Whether it be yourself or whether it be others, you're going to have to make some shifts and some changes. And Jay-Z standing up for himself and saying, hold on, nigga, you can't play a nigga like me. A 13-year-old, come on, that shit is laughable, right? And as melanated beings, as Nubian beings, we need to be able to understand, like, hey, niggas is not, in that kind of time. You feel me? So really just think, like have some kind of sense about yourself and say, nah, niggas ain't really on that time. So, hey, believe what you want though, right? But just understand that, and we understand it's not true because, the whole thing sounds fishy anyway, right? So 55, master number, right? Ones, zeros, and ones, creative, right? That's your creation story. The zero, the great mother, the darkness, the void, right? The black hole. The one is the penis insertion into this matrix and creating, you feel me, going out, adventure. And 55 just signifying change, freedom, and adventure. Oh, happy day, baby. Oh, happy day. So now, guess what else? Da, 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 da. The day Jay-Z was born, which y'all all knew, December 4th, 1969, Fred Hampton had transitioned. What a coincidence. Oh, but wait, there is no such thing as a coincidence. See, look, when we really just look deep into what is happening and just understand that some people come with a specific energy signature, not saying somebody's a messiah or the chosen one or whatever the fuck. What I'm saying is, if you're able to look past your ego, look past the glamour, look past the idea of he signed with the Illuminati or whatever the fuck people keep on pushing this narrative, right? And understand, okay, well, if I think negative about this specific image or idea of a person, then who the fuck am I? if I tear down one of the greatest stories in American history from a melanated man based off of my whatever, my personal vendetta because I didn't make it and he did, then who the fuck am I, right? See, when he was born, when Fred Hampton had transitioned, that literally spoke some kind of energy into this nigga, straight up and down, regardless. And just by him being conscious of it and feeling that kind of vibration, then we should also understand that, yeah, there's something to it. You feel me? Based off of that. See, Fred was a very, very strong figure in the 60s, right? With his political move. And he was only 21. He transitioned at 21. Well, they assassinated him at 21, right? He would have been 76 today. 76 is what? 13. So now understanding that the year or the truth is stranger than fiction, and sometimes we have to understand that this Christ energy is not essentially a person, right? This Messiah energy is not essentially a person. It could be a number, which is an energy signature, right? Which is a 13 is a Christ figure, right? 12 zodiacs. Middle point is a 13, right? Jesus, and the 12 disciples. This 13 can be permeating this specific timeline right now, right? With a specific energy. So now if we look at Captain Fred Hampton, right? And understand that he had a specific energy signature that spoke to freedom and fighting the man or whatever the fuck, right? And expressing himself in a way to not be oppressed by certain people, i.e. the Caucasian man, the policeman, and whoever, right? Then we need to look at him as an energy signature that says, okay, well, whatever his energy is speaking, let's understand, how this thing is moving, right? So now with him would have been 76, right? Today, And that being the 13, that means, hey, we got to look at the next symbol to him, because he was doing the fight from the outside, and Jay-Z is literally doing the fight from the inside. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. What y'all want me to say? Same birthday, 55, zeros and ones is creation. I can't really make it up if I wanted to. You feel me? What? So, the truth is stranger than fiction, right? And we have to understand that that's how spirit speaks to us. It speaks to us in frequencies and energies and symbols. And these symbols speak 1,000 words. And they're giving us plays and understandings to, what's 55 again? Signifies change, freedom, and adventure. Change, freedom, and adventure. So like I've been telling y'all this whole year, right? I've been saying, look, hey, with this Donald Trump and Elon Musk thing and how this world is specifically headed, right, in a way of alternative media and news and stuff like that, and the power structure is literally crumbling before our eyes. We got to understand to the core that even what Drake's doing, right, and him fighting that fight, you feel me? All of this stuff is just chaos, and it's happening right in front of us, right? And we just got to understand to the core that chaos is good. Chaos means there's a push for a potential new world. Even with Diddy going to jail, you feel me? Even the situation, I just seen that Daniel Penny dude got off. You feel me? All of that's chaos. You feel me? Nigga holded that boy for 6 minutes. Michael Jackson. The Michael Jackson impersonator held him in a neck hold for 6 minutes and got off. Now there's two things. Hey, either they just like, hey, and that's why I said this ain't no like dislike, whatever, however you feel about it. Well, all I'm saying is the energy is speaking to, okay, disorder, havoc, the Joker card, right? The Fool card. And just running that specific energy up, because at the end of the day, it's here, baby, and it's up to you to take advantage of it for yourself. You feel me? See, the good old boys days where they telling you what to do is over. This thing is about you telling yourself what to do and running your change, your freedom, and your adventure into a whole nother level of God. Because this is your time to shine. And with Fred transitioning at 21 by the gun, based off of a goddamn agent infiltrating his mission, we want to understand to the core that, hey, let's not let this nigga life had died in vain. Let's push the narrative in a different way. You feel me? Instead of us shitting on Jay-Z in a way with smear campaigns on Twitter and TikTok and stuff, right? Let's understand actually what it's looking like and what he's actually doing. You have to give or take. It's not a just whole goddamn way to penetrate the inside of this thing by saying, I'm gonna fight the man. I'm gonna fight. You just showing your hand. They looking at you like, nigga. And still, even with Jay-Z now, he's still showing his hand. Kendrick too. The motherfuckers know that. So it's a different level of game they have to play. When you talk about billionaires that they have to move into based off of, pushing a certain message that they want to push to the world. So now, boom, Jay-Z took over the Super Bowl 5 years ago. 5 years ago, he took over the Super Bowl. There go that 5 again. And it says Super Bowl halftime show producer Jesse Collins reveals to Variety that Jay-Z is responsible for choosing the annual halftime act. Since we've been on board with that show, he's made it every year, and it's been amazing. He's always picked right. There go that 5 again, 55, baby, 5. So Jay-Z picking the halftime show, boom, and making this stuff happen every year. Hey, I don't know what y'all want me to say. You feel me? See, look, 2020, Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. That's him literally infiltrating the matrix and saying, okay, I got to show them I'm playing fair, right? Let me give him Shakira and this Jennifer Lopez and let me make him feel like I'm on their side. And lo and behold, baby, what'd he do the next 4 years? Ran that bitch up. The Weeknd, Dr. Dre and Snoop, right? Rihanna, Usher, and now 2025, Kendrick Lamar. Hey, hey, I can't make it up. What you want me to say? He came in, Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. This is the art of war. It's all in the books. What you want me to say? Hell, 50 Cent will tell you that. This is chess, not checkers, baby. He's doing something else that's strange to the masses. See, whenever you can infiltrate and put people in a grand scheme or on the forefront of music by demonstrating, hey, look, this is what it really is about right here. These artists right here, right? Then that means you're pushing more attention to them, right? So then he slowly but surely, giving people what they need. Dr. Dre and Snoop and them, right? Just easing it in. Oh, okay, that's the old rapper thing. Okay, yeah, let him do that. Then he gave you the Weeknd. Not too heavy, right? Don't go too wild, Jay. We don't want to see you go too wild. Just give us a little bit, maybe jumping back and forth, white and black. You feel me? The Weeknd, everybody love the Weeknd, right? Then boom, hit you with Rihanna. Okay. I love Rihanna. All the white girls. Oh, I love Rihanna. She ain't did music in a long time, so fuck it, she can do it too. Cool. Usher. Oh, Usher. Oh, okay. I think I remember his music. Yeah, I fuck with Usher. Them white. Yeah, I fuck with Usher. Yeah, I like him. He was in Vegas too. Yeah, I seen his show. Yeah, I like Usher. Then boom. His last stint. Kendrick Lamar. What? Chaos in the blood, baby. Before he signed the extension, because he signed the extension to go on longer. He said, boom. Or right after he signed the extension, boom. And this hoe is going to be a super big deal because Kendrick and Jay-Z is in cahoots and they about to make some plays that's going to shift the world, baby. I'm telling you, watch. This shit is going to get real strange. And, we have to understand Lil Wayne and stuff wouldn't have been the right person to play this specific chess game that they're playing. You feel me? It says Kendrick Lamar is truly a once-in-a-generation artist and performer. His deep love for hip-hop and culture informs his artistic vision. He has an unparalleled ability to define and influence. So Jay-Z and K-Dot know what time it is, right? And really, and honestly, the energy is just speaking that. You feel me? Move a specific new energy into the fold, right? And shit, everybody can't play this game. You have to be one of them. You got to be hims. You feel me? So with Kendrick going on that masterful display of channel and is essentially annihilating Drake as a symbol for them people, them boys. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The Mountain Dews lines with, y'all know, hey, this thing will, hey, I'm just telling you what it is. YouTube will cut this thing off if I say it. But just y'all put it in the chat so y'all can help the people that don't that don't know what I'm talking about, right? But essentially, Kendrick spiritually was using Drake as a symbol to attack the Mountain Dews. The end. You feel me? And essentially, the Mountain Dews have, y'all put it in the chat so the family can understand what I'm saying, because you know they'll get lost if they don't really understand, right? But you know, y'all should be able to understand with the underground bedroom and shit in New York that was happening. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just put the whole thing in the chat and let that run. Shit. Because you know, hey, they own the media, they controlling this thing, and it is what it is. So K-Dot being able to do that and attack based off of him attacking the symbol, this is chess, not checkers. Chess, not checkers. And it's spiritual chess, right? So they know Jay-Z is turning 55. He's about to be in his creative bag genius energy, heavy, right? Zeros and ones, the one. So now his whole 2025 is about to be turned up. And the only way to destroy him is by trying to take jabs at him as best as they can, baby, because it's not over. This is just the beginning. They're about to take some more jabs at this nigga. So then him pulling Kendrick into the mix and saying, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I want you to lead this storm that we're about to battle in, right? Hey, just watch and see how the show unfolds, because it's a beautiful display of art. Nobody still ain't put it in the chat. Put the whole word in the chat, boy. Y'all not gonna they ain't gonna come after y'all by putting the word in the chat. God, okay. Estelle Max said it. Boom. Okay, there we go. Good. I'm like, boy. And you know he did it. We go listen to this again. I did a whole thing about this again. Watch the party die. Right after he announced his Super Bowl 2025 halftime performance, boom, he dropped this album or song, Watch the Party Die. And he surprised the hell out of people. Over a somber and minimalist beat, Kendrick unleashes a torrent of raw emotion and social commentary, delivering a scathing critique of the music industry and hip-hop culture. Watch the party die. So he was really aiming. If y'all go listen to that again, I did a whole breakdown in the Patreon about that. Because, you know, Patreon, we can have this real think tank. And y'all know, come to the Patreon if y'all want to have a think tank. Every Wednesday and Saturday, 9:30 a.m. It go down. We building, diving deep. Free of any kind of YouTube or whatever control. We can talk and dive deep into the fold of how to move our energy and what's going on in the matrix so we can turn up and turn out. Wednesday and Saturday, 9:30 a.m. And really, shit, we damn near do it every day, shit, now, because we be in it. So this was a big staple, and this was a big symbol, right? With the black Air Force Ones saying, we about to stomp on these boys. We ain't trying to hear this shit, nigga. We is not trying to play all friendly. This ain't no white Air Force Ones energy, baby. This is black stomping these motherfuckers out, Air Force Ones, rugged. We about to get to it. See, Kendrick been in this fight. And niggas, you see it in all of his albums. He been in this shit since Damn. You feel me? Pimp a Butterfly, all of that stuff, right? His last album was Mr. Morale, and Big Steppers was him showing you the spiritual expression of how he evolved and went through his, dark night of the souls, essentially, right? And his, about ability to do shadow work and really just understand his light and dark. But at the same time, at the end of the day, this nigga been that nigga. That Black Lives Matter guy kind of type of energy. You feel me? Right? Like, hey, let's move. Now, look, as me as a cultist, I got to keep on rephrasing this. I'm doing an observation of what these specific individuals are doing based off of their level of consciousness. At the same time, at the end of the day, I'm outside of the game completely. So I'm completely just observing the world and understanding what's happening based off of my first eye. Based off of my pineal gland, just seeing this thing in real time and understanding what's happening. That's all I'm doing, right? They're fighting the fight that's cool, right? Whatever comes from it, cool, right? And we want to see them do their thing. But at the end of the day, we understand that this whole thing is just a big game. And if you want to play it, play it. If you're stepping outside of the game and observing like myself, then just observe and watch the party die. Because that's exactly what's about to happen, baby. So boom. Hey, I can't make it up. I'm just telling you what it is. K. Dot will be dropping Friday the 13th. This ain't nothing you can Google. I'm just predicting it, baby. You feel me? Friday the 13th. Scary Hours. Deluxe edition. Chaos in the blood, baby. And look, hey, Friday the 13th is, again, that 13 number coming up again, right? And Kendrick being living in this archetypical energy of this Jesus Christ figure with the halo and stuff like that around his head, right? Saying, I'm Jesus, I'm Jesus. See, there's one thing to come out and say I'm Jesus, like Kanye West used to always say, I'm Jesus, I'm whatever he was saying, I'm God and all of that, right? It's another thing to just embody it and just be the mirror of it. Because that nigga Kendrick is definitely doing some real channeled stuff, boy. Real amazing work, artistry. And remember, everything is art down here, everything, right? So if you can express yourself and live in your passions, that's what we're down here to do. Remember, what was 55 again? Signifies change, freedom, and adventure. Change, freedom, and adventure. So if you live in your passion, family, I'm telling you, you're going to turn up from 2026 and beyond. So now you might have to go through the struggles of the day with the old self and the new self coming into the fold in 2025, right? But if you don't lean back into the old self, which a lot of people do, they just revert back to the old self because it's more comfortable. And you understand that your mind is going through an alchemical process, a mental alchemy process, right? That you have to deal with them thoughts, deal with them emotions coming up, right? Because when you are changing, you're in the cocoon stage, the metamorphosis stage, right? So in this metamorphosis stage, you're like this, and it's just a goddamn fight, right? With yourself. That's the whole devil and Jesus on your shoulder concept. So now, if you want to get to that next level, you got to break through them bad days, break through the struggles of the days, break through all of that stuff that says, I just want to revert back to my old self. It's easier. Fuck it. Because, hey, I'm telling you, that consistency is a motherfucker. And when you're training your body and your mind to be consistent, to become something new, to become Doctor Strange, then there's going to be days where it's not going to be in spirit. It's going to be days where you're going to just have to push your human through it. You feel me? And that's the key. If you can push past that drudgery of the mind, of all that, oh, woe is me kind of stuff, hey, you can become a new, but you got to understand that for yourself. And you got to be conscious of them days when you have these low vibrational thoughts. You feel me? And they're just coming heavy, 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 right? Because the more you're conscious of it, okay, this is just one of them days. Let me just let this thing fly by. You feel me? Observe it, understand what's happening, because the old self wants to live. It wants to live on. And then move into the new self by you pushing yourself accordingly. So yeah, Friday the 13th, hey, I can't make it up. That's when the Compton Parade is, right? It's Friday the 14th. This album will come out, or the deluxe album called Scary Hours. Drake will be coming out. Now look, I'm just putting it out there just so y'all know if I'm right. Fuck it, I did it. You feel me? I think it'll be genius that he did it. And then also Friday the 13th symbolizes, with bad luck and all of that stuff, right? But we know that you got to reverse everything. It's actually good luck. So Friday the 13th is a good luck day for us, right? Because Friday, Frigga Day, is the love day, right? Love for yourself day, Fridays. And then 13th is Jesus, or the Christ consciousness. So Friday the 13th is a powerful day for you to do rituals and turn up on your destination. So, hey, go get you a green candle, look into that green candle, and say powerful words of affirmations to yourself on Friday the 13th. You feel me? Hell, get you a black candle. Hell, look, this is what I want y'all to do. Especially because I got black cats around my neighborhood and shit. And we be feeding them hoes, right? So we go get cat food and everything. You feel me? So now also that, that's has a negative connotation to it as well, right? The black cat and stuff like that, right? So when you put all of that in a big gumbo pie, you be like, oh, wait a minute. That was a trick to take us away from our power. You feel me? Because a black cat just symbolizes power, symbolizes strength, symbolizes walking through different dimensions and stuff like that. And look what Kendrick got in his damn video. Of course, a black cat. Hey, I can't make it up. I'm just telling you what it is. Watch how Friday comes on and turns up for the family. Friday the 13th, this nigga drop an album and play with Drake with his Scary Hours theme, just like Kendrick played with him with the Heart 6 or whatever he tried to do, and it didn't work. Hey, that would be a classic deluxe album, baby. All he needs is 3 songs. Call it Scary Hours and run that bitch. You feel me? And shit, that shit will be. Oh, and he can put that watch the party die on that hoe. Hey, chaos in the blood, baby. Shout out to K Dot. So hey, when this Friday, the 13th, it's your time to turn up and turn out on your destination. Okay, so this was a big play. And this is why all of this is happening. And I think Jay-Z and Kendrick are gonna run a play to not show up to this bitch. Now, this will be huge if they don't show up, because essentially they're making a statement. They're standing up for themselves, right? And it's gonna push a lot of different ideas into because they can't renege. Nobody's not going to have enough time to prepare for the Super Bowl, right? Halftime show. So now, boom, the fix is in. We're a month away from the Super Bowl, right? Cool. So now all they got to do is just play the game heavily, right? Even though Drake and the Mountain Dews is trying to come and attack that Super Bowl, you feel me? Just based off of ego and shit. Hey, y'all know how this shit goes. I'm telling you, this fifth dimensional chess piece is different. So let me play this video for y'all because I think it's important for us to hear just how emphatically Jay-Z was speaking good to his wife, Beyonce.
Thank you very much. I usually say this is sip on Grammys.
Shots fired, baby. Quickly. Immediately. Fuck y'all. It immediately shot that shit up. Yeah, I use these as sippy cups. Ha! Shot that bitch up quickly. What? They didn't even want to be there. Ha! Hey, I cannot make it up. He immediately said, "This, I use these as sippy cups." He did not hold back. He was nervous, but it's a big stage where you have to deliver a message of power. And he delivered it the best way he can. And it was good that he delivered it that way. He came for Dre. That's it. They said, Dr. Dre, we giving an award to you. We're going to name an award after you. Then all Jay got to do is say, hey, let me call my buddy Jay that just put me in the Super Bowl. And say, hey, I need you to come receive this first award, my Dre Award. Ha! Chaos in the blood. Jay-Z like, I really don't want to even receive that bitch. But you know what? For you, I'm going to make a statement. And I'm going to make a power move right here by giving them the understanding that enough is enough. You're not going to treat my people like this in a particular way, especially my wife, what he's really pointing at, and say she don't deserve album of the year at least once. You feel me? That's absolutely blasphemy when you look at it. If she got all the Grammys in the world, how she ain't never gonna receive one album of the year? Doesn't make any. Still taking jabs, really bigging up his people. See, remember, we gotta observe what's actually in these people's spirits, right? And just understand to the core see, this is what I don't get. Like, when people think people are doing stuff for money and they don't really have no understanding of how spirit works, it wouldn't even matter if he was doing it for money. If he put out 444, right, and it's a spiritual album for people to get on, then that's what matters. It's not about him. Fuck the message. Fuck the messenger. Did you receive the message? See, this was something I've been going through the past few years too within myself, because I had to look at myself in the mirror too, right? There's a level of, I have personal talks with some of my old elders about this and stuff like that, right? About some people in this whatever YouTube conscious community streets and stuff like that, right? And essentially what I had to realize was, really, one, I really don't give a fuck. And then two, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if they giving out some fire, then that's what it is, right? Because this whole Billy Carson thing, right, that came into the fold. I didn't even look at the video. I don't know what's going on with it. But, in the melanated spiritual community thing, people might have thought he was an agent or whatever, right? And, cool, whatever, right? But I'm not looking at him as the person that I'm trying to follow. If he says some fly shit, cool. I'm gonna use that fly shit and take it with me and get the fuck up out of here. Not like, oh, you my leader and shit like that. That's where we fuck up. We want these people to be our guides and shit instead of understanding that you're God. So hey, don't take none of this stuff personal. Y'all are thinking there's too much emotions in this bitch. I gotta do some chakra work. Let that shit go. If he did something that pushes a message to a certain people, then obviously that was it. The end. Message. You don't have to take everything personal because you want him to look like you gotta act like this, nigga. Bobby will tell you straight up and down, don't follow me nowhere. Why would you follow me? Shit, I got one iron on my stove. What Bobby said. He said, hey, I gotta pick up the tank to flush the toilet. You following me. Ha. Chaos in the blood, the great Bobby. So why would you follow anybody instead of just receive the message and understand that the message can impact your life so you can transform, right? And change and have adventures. Understand that to the core, family. Stop taking this stuff so personal and run the show.
No.
So, there's something too, because automatons don't really understand what Jay-Z is trying to do, right? And when they're looking at this speech, they're thinking he's coming off in a specific manner of, especially the Caucasian people. Yeah, you on our side, Jay. We know it's Grammys and shit. We in it, right? But what he's really trying to say is that, like, look, hey, this really ain't about nothing but us. And if y'all don't start pushing us to the forefront, then guess what? We're going to stop showing up to this bitch. You feel me? We appreciate it that y'all have this show, right? But it's not even a show if we're not in the conversation, if we're not in the forefront, in the main driver's seat of this thing. So now Jay-Z doing this masterful speech for Beyonce and Beyonce's court, and running the play in the specific energy of saying, hey, look, enough is enough. Y'all gonna have to show up and show out, or else. Guess what? Them niggas is not showing up to that bitch this year for a fact. Now, because definitely Beyonce's definitely not gonna win with that Cowboy Carter thing, right? That they tried to pull off. Didn't work. Players mess up, whatever. So they definitely not showing up. And then the bigger statement is gonna be if K Dot shows up. Because Kendrick is nominated for what? 11? I think he's nominated for 11 Grammys, I think it is, right? Not like us, record record of the year, song of the year, best rap performance, best rap song, and best music video. Like that, record of the year, song of the year, best rap performance, and best rap song. So 2025. So if Kendrick does not show up to this Grammys, there won't be no Grammys. So now that's a power statement with Jay-Z and K Dot being on teams, right? And making a position to watch the party die. Hey, I'm just telling y'all what it is. This shit is fifth dimensional spiritual chess on a whole different level. See, the statement will be so huge if Kendrick doesn't show up and then does a Super Bowl and smacks it out of this world based off of him trying to watch the party die. On y'all biggest American sports stage, the Super Bowl. He comes with some melanated Nubian shit in the Super Bowl halftime show and blows that whole thing into another galaxy. You can see these social media streams now. This symbol meant this, and this meant this, and this. What I can I can see the think tank. What did this mean? And that happened. Oh shit. So again, this is chess, not checkers, and they're playing this shit beautifully. And again, that spirit campaign that they tried to pull off with Jay-Z, it's not gonna work. It's too late. The fix is already in. You feel me? Now they're gonna have to push. They don't stop. Trust me, these motherfuckers won't stop. So they're gonna keep on going through it. See, the Busby dude, the white dude, Busby, the lawyer dude that received that, he's just a pawn in all of this. The powers that be said, hey, let me put this on your desk. He's the only crazy white man that's going to pull it off, that's going to go for it based off of his backtrack experiences of saying, okay, it came to my desk. Okay, I'll do it. Right? So they just dropped it on his desk and said, here you go. Other people, they looking at that like, nigga, please. You feel me? They know he's the funny, goofy, crazy white man to say, hey, let's run it. You feel me? And, you know, it could be clout chasing. It could be whatever. But at the same time, at the end of the day, there you go. Just give it to him. He's going to pull it off. And then this is the interesting thing. They could have probably gave it to a few people. Right? And shit, this shit ain't going to work. So understand to the core, right? Kendrick's performance at the Super Bowl and his not showing up to the Grammys is going to be a big deal and is going to make a statement. Now, if he does show up, it's going to be a statement in it. You feel me? Whatever he says in that speech is going to be crazy, right? Especially with all this Jay-Z stuff happening. And just understanding that these two are in alignment with some kind of melanated push from the inside is what you really got to see and understand. It's the spook that sat by the door, and they're playing a different game than people are understanding. If you know you are the talent, you are the thing that's moving the needle, right? And you're paying white families for generations to come based off of them having the power of the TV. Then eventually it's going to have to come to a head where somebody takes a stand for themselves, right? And figures out how to infiltrate the system. So instead of you pay for somebody great grandkids to live, you can pay for your kids to live, your great grandkids to live. You feel me? So now, with Jay-Z and Kendrick making these masterful moves to position themselves into eradicating the system, and then at the end of the day, ride off in the glory of this thing to create their own music, distribution. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. This thing could get really, really strange, really, really quick. You feel me? And it's not a game that everybody can play. It's only a few of them, and it's them two right here. Honestly, who else? The hottest artist right now, and then the person that infiltrated the system all the way through. And then, they sat down, they have understandings of this thing and what's going on a whole nother level, right? This ain't no Sega Genesis. This is goddamn PS6. They're playing Call of Duty 19 in this bitch. You feel me? So there's different ways you have to infiltrate it, and you can't be Fred Hampton screaming and shit and saying, We want our rights. We want you know what I'm saying? You got to come in with a different level of genius, of sophistication to be able to collapse and watch the party die. Because at the end of the day, hey, if I was them, I would have tried to pull something on. Because why not? You bored? You billions up, millions up. Have some fun in this bitch. You feel me? You got to go off on a high, baby. But you're gonna go off and say, "Well, that was the system. Fuck it." Shit, you could even see Drake going off on a high. Drake, and he's on their side. If you look at it from, you know, the religious standpoint type of thing or whatever, right? So now you just got to really understand what's actually happening and how these people are running this game into oblivion. Symbols speak 1,000 words. I can't make it up. Mufasa. So they showed up at the Mufasa premiere yesterday. After all them allegations and everything, Jay-Z still showed up with his wife and his daughter that's in the Mufasa, that's speaking this truth to power in this Mufasa movie. Now, the Mufasa movie is interesting because I just seen the trailer and I was like, oh, okay, so they're saying Mufasa was an orphan. I'm like, oh, they really. I said, so I had to look up the character, and the character is black. So if he was white, this shit would have been Avatar over again. But he's black. But that doesn't mean that, because at the same time, Mufasa's main character, his voice is a black dude, right? I believe he's black. I seen this picture. He looked black. Shit, he could be. Hey, I gotta look again. I gotta look a little bit more closer on what's happening, right? So it's gonna be an interesting movie to see. They got Blue Ivy in it as, I guess, one of the young cubs, and then Beyonce as Nyla, right? So essentially, what it says, lost and alone, orphan cub Mufasa meets a sympathetic lion named Taka. That sounds like Moana all over again, right? Taka and Tafiti, the heir to a royal bloodline. The chance meeting sets in motion an expansive journey of an extraordinary group of misfits searching for their destiny. So Mufasa meets Scar. And Scar is the rightful heir to the throne, right? Which is Set. And essentially, somehow Mufasa becomes the king, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this movie out. I can't wait to see it. It says December 20th it comes out. But essentially, right, we got to understand that Set is not a bad thing, which they're showing in this thing also, right? And then also just remember it's all a mirroring effect. So Set and Heru are one. You feel me? Just like I read in this Luciferian witchcraft book, Michael W. Ford, Set and Heru are one. So just understand that. He who is above, Set is highly significant to the balance of chaos and order as he creates situations for both to occur. Okay, so you can't have a story without a villain, right? This ain't no utopia type of world. That you came down here to have some struggle, right? And remember, the struggle is not a bad thing. You're just deeming it as bad because you're lazy. You're deeming it as bad because you don't want to feel pain. The pain is actually what transforms you into a new being. The pain is what brings out the baby, right? Like I told y'all in my Wicked Decoded, the baby, right, or the mother is going through a birthing process. And that birthing process is painful. It's the most excruciating pain ever. She's in so much pain, she wants to kill the daddy. You feel me? You're like, nigga, I'll fuck you up, boy. This shit hurts. All that, right? Worst pain ever. But then instantly, not even a millisecond, 2 milliseconds later, boom, greatest thing ever. So what is that? That means like and alike are the same. So if you look at the world as a symbolic message of giving you deeper, more powerful understandings of how energy works, then you'll be able to move into a space of balance, holistic approach to having adventures, freedom, and a sacred dance that you want to see come forth for yourself. So out of darkness comes light. You need both, right? And darkness is not bad. It's just a process, right? So when you close your eyes, you receive information. You feel me? Speaking of darkness, D-Ray got the Darkness Goddess Field this Saturday, 10:30 a.m. So y'all ladies, if y'all ready to get down with the dark side and get into this dark goddess energy to understand how powerful you truly are and how you can really run it up, Dark Goddess this Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Babe, if you can put your link so they can get to that, because that shit gonna be absolutely fire. I was looking at them OnlyFans girls. I was like, well, goddamn. Goddamn. I'm like, but goddamn. Yeah. She says she showed Sophie Ray, and I went to her page and shit just for research purposes only. Ha! I went to her page and shit. I said, what? He's 43 million. She showed that shit. I said, oh shit, it go there. I said, and then look, this is the crazy thing. I said, niggas got to do a case study on that. She ain't even really showing naked ass, right? Boom. She fully clothed, and she talking about she a virgin. I said, oh, these people been working backwards. They got to the bag by being on the beat. So then she might, I mean, it could be all a storyline, whatever, cool, right? But the idea is to be the temptress, you feel me? To make these simp ass niggas pay to just see you in a goddamn bikini. Chaos in the blood, baby. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. Nigga paid $4 million to have conversations with her. It's a new day. Chaos is here, baby. Hey, you can make that $60,000 as a teacher dealing with these badass kids if you want to. She done pulled the alchemy and said, I made $43 million in a year. And I can literally sit on my ass and be good. You keep on letting these people give you $60,000 a year and don't tap into your dark goddess energy, nigga. And you slave and beating traffic and shit. This girl taking pictures of herself fully clothed. Hey, all right, nigga. Y'all keep on. What y'all want me to say? I just told, look, I'm going to read it again. Set is highly significant to the balance of chaos and order, as he creates situations for both to occur. Set and Horus indeed have a close connection as not only brothers, but also different opposites. It is suggested by E.A. Wallace Budge that Horus means something similar to he who is above, and Set, therefore, he who is below, thus holding a significance to as above, so below. And the Baphomet ideal, long regarded as a form of hidden knowledge, as above, so below. How Baphomet be Pan, that nigga be pointing shit. Heart chakra pointing up, heart chakra pointing down. That's the balance. So when you even look at the heart chakra, right, in the third dimensional sphere of what it is, right, it's actually the Merkaba, and it's moving. And it's moving in the space where you have to actually make things happen based off of your electromagnetic wave pushing you into different feats. So now your heart is literally saying, nigga, you need to be a stripper. You love to dance. You used to be in ballerina class all your life. Hey, I'm just telling y'all what it is, man. This shit gets strange real quick. You feel me? Your heart might be even saying, I'm tired of making this 60,000 living paycheck to paycheck. I got this fat ass too. Nigga, let me start an OnlyFans and get my coin. But you so moral with that religious Christian mindset that you done got, damn, you like, damn. And you don't even got to show nothing, shit. You probably got to just, you know what I'm saying? Put on you a little, some capri pants and walk. Let me go ahead and get this bag off of these lame ass niggas. Hey, do what you want, baby. I'm just telling you what it is. It's a new day. Get your coin, baby. You be at the beach in no time. Living it up. Talking about, nah, I gotta do the right thing. Let me live let me be with these badass kids that's giving me a headache every damn day. Their parents give me a headache. I'm annoyed. I'm grading papers when I come home. And I nigga, you in high school, you a high school teacher. One of them 15-year-olds buck at you. Miss Jones, I'll beat your ass. You like, oh, I need to start my OnlyFans. This bitch got me fucked up. Ha! Chaos in the blood, baby. You know I ain't lying. You like, I'll take my belt off and beat your ass. Don't talk to me. Oh, then chaos in the blood. So understand, symbols speak 1,000 words, and Jay-Z is a symbol. I can't make it up. Y'all getting too damn ego in your goddamn world where you just take stuff so personal, and he show you Basquiat every damn time he come out. He's saying, nigga, you taking it personal because you trying to say, nah, that's not real. He just, nah, hell nah, that nigga got me fucked up. He trying to trick us. That's that bullshit that black people got to get off of, man. I'm telling you, that shit is going to keep you in suffering. Why don't you take the symbol and run it? You're playing make-believe. You got to believe the lie that you're telling yourself every day. So if you tell yourself, nah, Jay-Z is a bullshit ass person, fuck that shit, then you're fucking up based off of you telling a lie that doesn't serve your greater good inside of you. Use him as a symbol. This ain't no world peace, save the hungry, Red Cross, feed Africa thing. Boy, what is y'all talking about? Y'all said y'all out of church. This is chaos, baby. What you talking about? You still go to church on Sundays or something? This is about you running the narrative on your own story. The end. So now you sitting here playing this moralistic thing, knowing you trying to run it up, but you being Mr. Goody Two Shoes because you saying, nah, Jay-Z must be trying to trick my ass. Nigga, it's a symbol. That's it. This is an illusion. He's a symbol. So if y'all don't know, Basquiat, John Michael Basquiat, born December 22nd. His birthday coming up, baby. Turn up time. Was an American artist who rose to success during the 1980s as part of the Neo-Expressionism movement. Basquiat's art focused on the dichotomies such as wealth versus poverty, integration versus segregation, and inner versus outer experiences. He appropriated poetry, drawing, and paintings and married text and image, abstraction, figurations, and historical information mixed with contemporary critique. He used social commentary in his paintings as a tool for the introspection and for identifying with his experiences in the Black community, as well as attacks on power structures and systems of racism. Ha, y'all niggas is funny, boy. So Jay-Z literally, Y'all take stuff so personal. It just be like, God bless. Oh my God. Just watch the show. Niggas be doing so much background information checks that they don't even understand that they fucking themselves up. This could be spirit at play saying, look at me as a symbol. That's it, baby. You got Basquiat showing naked ass in the form of Jay-Z and saying, I'm just going to use this nigga as a symbol. He's pushing the symbol in front of your faces and they know it. And they like, oh no, we got to stop this nigga. He turned 55 just last week, Jay-Z. Oh no. No. And he's wearing the symbol over and over again about the freedom of expression and being an artist. Hello, being an artist, right? You go, hey, what y'all want me to say? I can't make it up. You see, you can't like Kendrick Lamar and then say I hate Jay-Z. That doesn't make any sense. Just because they came in two different paths doesn't mean they didn't find common ground somewhere. So, and it doesn't matter how your feelings about them, right? You have to be able to utilize the energy that they might be speaking to you in a specific manner that's going to serve your adventure. Let's get to 55 again. 55 is what? It signifies change, freedom, and adventure. Change, freedom, and adventure. Jay-Z turned 55, zeros and ones, creative sphere. The one, Neo, that's you. Fred Hampton would have been 76. 13, Christ figure, right? That's you. It's all you. Don't worry about nothing else but you. Be the artist in your world. Lead with your passion and move your narrative based off of you expressing yourself as freely and divinely as you can, right? You want to be the king of your jungle, the lion king of your jungle, and rule over everything you survey. Even that dark, shadowy part over there, you ruling over that too, Mufasa. So understand to the core, there is no coincidence, man. Symbols speak 1,000 words. He's showing you naked ass by him wearing this outfit every day and saying, nigga, just be an artist and turn up. The end. So now let's get to the madness, because this shit, as I said, oh, wow. You couldn't make it up. We finished watching the madness, and then all that Jay-Z stuff happened. I said, oh, yeah, thank you, Spirit. Gotcha. Message. So the madness is about what Jay-Z is literally going through right now. It says The Madness is a Netflix thriller that delves into themes of truth, disinformation, and systematic corruption. It follows the gripping story of Munich Daniels, a media pundit who becomes entangled in a murder investigation while uncovering a web of deceit that challenges his understanding of morality and justice. As the lines between right and wrong blur, the show explores the consequences of unchecked power and the fight to reclaim personal integrity in a world driven by power. So remember at the beginning of this thing, I said that Daniel Munich, in The Madness, he said, this is a quote he said in the story. He said, my father died trying to beat the system from the outside. I'm trying to beat the system from the inside. Because the whole show was based off of him keeping it real, you feel me, and fighting the white supremacy structures, right? Now, obviously, they got to put their agenda and they're fixing it, right? So at the end of the show, boom, this is what happens. At the end, Daniel Munich has the gun to the power structure that's causing all the turmoil and stuff. And that motherfucker does not pull the trigger. I'm sitting there like I'm telling D-Ray, I said, nah, he ain't gonna shoot. You know, they're not gonna show that. They ain't about that life. But now, boom, they did show it. Boom, they showed it, glimpse, and then they retracted it. And at first I said, oh, we did it. And then, oh, get over here. They retracted the hell out of that bitch quick. I said, oh shit, they got us. They showed it. Nah, it's just your imagination. Pull it back. He's alive. I said, oh damn, they had it. Okay, they had me. I was right there. I was ready. He had it again. I said, oh shit is going down. I know he ain't gonna do it. Next scene came, wow, got him. But guess who did do it? Guess who did do it, baby? Yes, sir. His own people them. Because they a team of power people, and they said, well, we got to just take this power person out, right? United Healthcare CEO sitting at the round table. Well, it says take this nigga out, and we'll just keep running the show. Chaos in the blood. So now Jay-Z is literally trying to pull the trigger based off of them coming for him, putting the smear campaign on him. And now Jay-Z has to pull the trigger and say, oh, okay, y'all want to see how we can play, right? Y'all seen his letter that he wrote right after he got all this ridicule and stuff like that based on, or right after the lawsuit came. He wrote that letter quickly. Drop it. You feel me? Came out, shut that shit down real quick. So now he's saying, hey, I'm about to run the show. So now this is Jay-Z about to literally pull the trigger. Now, hey, the case is still out, baby. Hey, he pulling it on the Super Bowl, right? And we'll see how far the rabbit hole goes. You feel me? Because this ain't no goddamn Jaguar right shit, right? This is something a little bit bigger, a little bit something strange. So yeah, he can make a few people apologize, these white pundits apologize and shit, but he really gonna have to see how he can tear this whole power structure down based off of him working from the inside and him having so much power moves already in the media with the largest show on earth, the Super Bowl, where he's gonna have to just say, all right, bet, watch this, watch the party die. Chaos in the blood, baby. I'm just telling y'all what it is. So now, if y'all need help and more assistance, family, go get these books. I can't make it up. These are some good books that will help y'all understand what's actually going on in the lexicon of this thing, right? Now, the mind is all and the universe is mental. So in order to control your universe, you must control your mind. Now, you cannot help what happens on the outside of you, but you damn sure can help what's going on in the inside of you, right? So you don't want to get influenced by outside narratives based off of somebody saying something about you. That means you don't have no true jurisdiction within yourself, right? Only thing you can do is keep infusing a level of God and goddess energy inside of you to be able to combat that stuff based off of your vibration. Because spirit is going to align you in specific situations or adventures that moves this third dimension into a clearer path for you. So now, even getting back to Jay-Z, they might not be into the meditation game, or well, Kendrick might be for sure, right? And they might not be in the spiritual bag, and we don't know. They might be. They could as well be. You feel me? So now all we got to do is understand that they are spiritual pawns in this specific third dimension for us to understand how we need to move next. So yeah, read these books. Mind Control 101. The Art of War is an absolutely great book to understand how to play in this society's draw and war, really, right? And then Dark Psychology 101, all of these things. And then there's also some NLP books that'll blow you away as well. You feel me? But I just want the family to understand to the core, right, that the smear campaign does not have any weight until you allow it to have weight on you, right? So with Drake, he could have made this whole thing disappear based off of him just disappearing for a while, right? But his energy, his ego just kept on antagonizing Kendrick. So Kendrick just went into a whole nother tornado and blew his shit up. Even in the reincarnation song that he put out in the GNX, he was saying it straight up. He said, look, I was battling with myself to do that shit. And hey, I had to go into that darkness because, oh boy, sure did it feel good, baby. And the world has made their noise and said, yes, this is feeling good. They not like us. They not like us. Hey. And boy, he's still battling right now because he's trying to figure out if he's going to play that bitch in the Super Bowl or not. I wish I was in his shoes because he going through a whole nother turmoil of he got to meditate for real and say, all right, how am I gonna make this? He got a big play to make. You feel me? Now again, I told y'all Friday the 13th he might be dropping that album, so y'all be on the lookout for Scary Hours. Kendrick Lamar, Scary Hours, right? But hey, we will see. Yes, sir, family. Give me some questions. What y'all got? What y'all got? Y'all like this thing up, baby? Like this thing up. Stella Max said now he Basquiat for real. I always knew his style as an appropriator, so he is showing us who he is. Yeah, he's trying to do some kind of, fly, whatever. I had the same birthday as Jay-Z. That's fly. You had the same birthday as Fred Hampton. Or no, Fred transitioned that day. But the energy is still there. So understand that energy as well. You feel me? Understand that energy as well. Okay, I was in the chat. My bad. I be trying to go to the chat and stuff like that. My bad. SZA song Saturn is talking about all of what Dreamwise is talking. SZA and Kendrick are going on tour. Yep. Ashe, Cosmic Puzzle Piece is fly. That's fly. I gotta check that. What song is that? I gotta remember. I can't remember, but I'm gonna check it out for sure. I'm from LA where niggas love putting things on set. Hey, I'm telling y'all, baby. Hey, 43 million. That white girl said, hey, look, I'm gonna prove it. 43 million. Yeah, damn. Well, the tightest, you just be asking questions. How remember that's the whole the snake and the eating his tail energy. So just remember, like, you're in, you're in this thing, but you are in a circle of life type of energy, the reincarnation of this thing, right? What's the Lion King that we just watched? You feel me? There's a good movie. What is it? The Never Ending Story. That hoe is fly. So go check that out because I think they had it in the symbol as well. Yes, sir, family. Yes, sir. Hey, again, here goes the books. Get to reading, get to understanding how deep the rabbit hole goes, and understand to the core, right? Family, all of this stuff is about you. You, the end. So the more you understand that, the more you just let the personal opinions about people drop dead. You feel me? One finger pointing out, and there's three fingers pointing back at you. You feel me? Remember, if let's say Jay-Z, let's say this whole thing is whatever, a big witch hunt or whatever, right? Remember, Bobby talked about this story. He said there was a sage walking in the neighborhood. He was trying to look for God, and he couldn't find God. He looking everywhere for God. Where's God? Where's God? Where's God? And he kept on running into a prostitute. And then he just finally asked the prostitute, he said, hey, have you seen God? And the prostitute said, she said, I'm God. And then he said, how can you be God? You're a prostitute. You in this, in this tattered clothing. He said, hey, she said, looks can be deceiving. And sometimes it's not what you have on or what you are. It's can you see the energy in it? Yes, sir, family. Love and appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is. Peace to the gods.